Have you ever noticed that people today seem so much taller than their ancestors? For most of human history, people didn't grow taller from generation to generation. Then suddenly, in just over a century, humans gained more than 10 centimeters. This wasn't evolution, it was nutrition. And not everyone received it. Part 1. Height isn't an all-natural process. Many people like to believe modern humans are taller because we're healthier, or somehow superior to people in the past. But height didn't slowly improve over thousands of years. It spiked, and it began after a single turning point in history: industrialization. Only when societies could reliably produce high-calorie food at scale did human bodies begin to grow. Before that, height was limited, not by genetics, but by access. Part 2. Napoleon Bonaparte wasn't short. His world was. Napoleon Bonaparte is often remembered as unusually short. In truth, he wasn't. At around 1.69 meters, about 5'6", Napoleon was close to average height of French soldiers during the 19th century. Today, a man that height in France would be considered short. But then, it was normal. Height didn't define greatness, it reflected conditions. Part 3. The East-West height gap. Before the modern era, East-West height differences were significant. In Qing Dynasty China, only 2 emperors were recorded as taller than 1.7 meters. Most were below it. By contrast, European elites were often far taller. Peter the Great stood at over 2 meters tall. George Washington was nearly 1.9 meters. Place them next to a Qing emperor like Qianlong, who stood around 1.75 meters, and the difference becomes visible. But the difference wasn't ethnicity, it was food. Part 4. The potato changed everything. One food quietly changed everything. The potato. After arriving in Europe from the Americas, it spread faster than almost any crop in history, because it solved several problems at once. The potato was extremely calorie dense, rich in vitamin C and potassium, easy to grow, even in poor soil, resistant to cold climates, and able to feed entire families from small plots of land. For the first time, large numbers of ordinary people could reliably meet their daily calorie needs. In regions like Northern Europe and North America, potatoes dramatically reduced childhood malnutrition. Children who survived infancy now had enough energy and nutrients to actually reach their genetic height potential. This is when average heights in Europe and North America began to rise, not slowly, but measurably, generation by generation. Part 5. Power still meant protein. Even with better crops, height still followed hierarchy. Elites ate meat, dairy, and eggs. Ordinary people survived on grains and vegetables, when they had enough to survive at all. Even in the late 19th century, French soldiers averaged around 1.68 meters. And as late as the Second World War, Chinese soldiers averaged closer to 1.6 meters. Not because they were somehow inferior, but because nutrition lagged behind. Bodies revealed inequality long before statistics did. Part 6. Modern height is a political achievement. When humans got taller, it wasn't because genes changed, It was because systems changed. Industrial farming, food distribution, cold storage, public health. Modern height is not a biological miracle. It's a political one. And it only happens when societies decide that enough people deserve to eat well. Height isn't destiny. It's evidence. Evidence of who had access, who had power, and who didn't. When humans grew taller, it wasn't because humanity improved. It's because inequality eroded.